Hey guys, for those of you who are new to my channel, I talk a lot about living in the Netherlands and being a student and all that kind of stuff, and this video isn't exactly different. This is part number 1 of my video about speaking Dutch. So you all know that English is very widely spoken in the Netherlands. In fact, over the past year, I've only met 2 people who couldn't really speak English. They could understand some things, but, well, we couldn't exactly have a conversation. And that's just 2 people. Okay, that's kind of impressive. There are multiple reasons to learn Dutch anyway. So, reason number 1, it's actually not that difficult. It's like the closest language to English. And, well, apart from some minor differences in grammar, it really isn't that difficult to learn. In fact, when I first moved to the Netherlands, someone actually told me that Dutch is like a drunken English sailor trying to speak German. And that probably is the most accurate description. I mean, no offense, Dutchies. But most people I tell that to kind of agree with me, because Dutch is basically like a bridge between English and German. So yeah, it's not that difficult to learn. Reason number 2, or rather 2, as an international student, you are very likely to be sheltered in this international community with English as the prevailing language. Now, if you really want to merge with the Dutch culture and get to know Dutch people and everything, it's very difficult to do so if you only speak English, because there's always that point in the night when the Dutch friends are kind of drunk and too tired to actually speak English. I mean, they would probably realize that at some point and be like, sorry, but at the same time, I really can understand them not wanting to speak another language among themselves, really. So it's kind of really cool if you would be able to just blend in with the crowd and speak Dutch, because Dutch people are actually really nice. I've heard and I've read a lot that Dutch people are very closed, and maybe they are in some ways, but all the Dutch people I've known are very friendly, and they would really appreciate if you put in the effort to learn their language. Reason number 3, despite English being so widely spoken, it is very difficult to find a job without knowing Dutch, at least at like the lower levels, being a student. Of course, if you're like a senior Java developer, you would probably be able to find a position with English as the only requirement. But that usually doesn't happen when you're a student and for a part-time job. So it's pretty cool if you can have that Dutch language part in your resume. Reason number 4 is that Dutch is not only spoken in the Netherlands, actually. It's also spoken in some parts of Belgium, but also like islands like Aruba and Curacao and Suriname. So yeah, you could be on a cool holiday and still come across Dutch-speaking people. Reason number 5. Actually, this should have been first reason. I really don't understand people who, given the perfect opportunity, miss out on learning another language. I mean, come on. You're in the country, you can have plenty of practice, there's so many things available to you, really, and you just choose not to learn a different language. I mean, that's kind of weird. Languages really open doors in this world, and if you just have the opportunity, grab it, use it, learn another language. It's pretty awesome to come across people who speak multiple languages. Reason number 6 is that probably all the mail you'll get, like from the bank and the housing contracts and everything, as well as a lot of like railway websites, buses, whatever, it's all gonna be in Dutch. And especially like with contracts, it would be really useful to know what exactly you're signing. I mean, for all you know, you might be signing off your soul to the devil. If you have a soul, that is. Anyway, seventh reason, last but not least, is that your cultural life would be a lot more rich if you know Dutch, because you can go to all those concerts and theaters and whatever, and even like the bar scene and everything. It just would make your life easier, really, because it would. I just can't stress this enough. It's so cool to be able to learn another language, and especially if you live in the country. In the next part, I will talk to you about how actually to learn Dutch and what are some things I came across, some difficulties, or maybe tips and tricks. That would be in the next video, probably next week. Until then, just think about those reasons and comment below why you think it's useful to learn Dutch, or why not. I still don't know why you wouldn't. That's a different issue. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.